One of the reasons why I got married to my husband was the fact that he promised to sponsor me through school.
Oh.
And after marriage, he said, "Come, you are still a small girl. You don't know that I just tricked you into the marriage."
What?
And I was like, what?
All right, quick one. What are you building?
I'm building a community of women who will be self-reliant, self-dependent, and will have value for themselves.
Amazing. And how long have you been doing this for?
Well, I've been doing this for 15 years now, but I think starting from last year, 2025, I think 2025 was one of the year I would say stood out for me, because like I just discovered myself just in that year.
Amazing.
By doing what I was doing before in a different way.
Yeah.
And I'm so impressed that I did what I did.
Amazing.
Because I was able to reach out to a whole lot of women, and the results, even up till now, is still overwhelming.
Amazing. So what is your name and what do you do?
I am Mrs. Aride Joy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fashion designer and a business coach.
Amazing. So what motivated you into going into this?
I was trying to prove to my dad and to some men out there who thought that a girl child does not have much to offer. Because I could remember while growing up, my dad would always say, no. I think my priority in this house is the male child. I came from a family of 10 where it happened to be 6 girls and 4 boys, and I happened to be the number 3rd. And my dad would always say, no. The girl child will always end up getting married, and that's all for them. But the boy child will always carry on the family name. And I wanted to prove to my dad that I am different, and I really want to change the mindset of a lot of men that thought in that manner. So for me, the quest for furthering my education, because I saw that if I depend on my dad, nothing was forthcoming. So I decided to get married.
Whoa.
Thinking that marriage will be the ultimate for me. Marriage will offer me that education that I so much love to. But when I got into the marriage, it was a different ball game entirely. So I was like, no, I won't give up on myself, especially when I have a vision to prove that I have always wanted to prove to my dad. So I said, no, I won't give up on myself. I'll keep pushing. When I told my husband, okay, in fact, one of the reasons why I got married to my husband was the fact that he promised to sponsor me through school.
Oh.
And after marriage, he said, come, you are still a small girl. You don't know that I just tricked you into the marriage.
What?
And I was like, what? This is something that I don't even want to imagine. But I thank God for how far he has helped me.
As someone who has come from that place of wanting to achieve this and being put down and coming back up again, what would you tell to somebody that is going through that same thing?
Well, what I would tell them is they shouldn't give up on their vision, because when you have a vision and you are driven by purpose, you will always want to strive to achieve that which you have set for yourself. That was what has helped me, because it has not been easy. But I tell you, even in that marriage, I think it was after my 5th child that I decided to go back to school.
Wow.
Yes, I just graduated last year, December last year. So I didn't give up on myself. I think when I had my son, my first child, I went back to sit for my O-level exam, my WAEC. So even though my husband was like, you think it's easy, but because I was determined, because I know I really want to encourage a lot of women that might be in this kind of situation, that they shouldn't give up on themselves, especially when they are passion driven. And I'm glad I did. I picked the form, I sat for the external GCE exam. I got my mathematics that I didn't get before. And then 2021, I went back to school. I did a weekend program courtesy of this fashion designing. So for me to be able to fund my education, because got to a point, my husband said, it's like, you're not giving up on this education thing. I said, no, I've always loved to study. But since I don't have the opportunity, I decided to get married. And one of the criteria for the marriage was the promise he made to me that he was going to fund my education. But after the marriage, it was a different thing. So I told myself, no, I will work hard until I see this vision come to reality. And I did. So I went back to school. In fact, it was the money I used to obtain my ND form, was the money someone came to visit my baby and said, Madam, I could not attend your wedding, but please take this little money and get yourself something. The moment the person left, I just went into the room, put on my dress, and straight I went to Federal Poly in Nasarawa to obtain the form.
Whoa.
So I started when I got after my ND for me to further and do my HND. My husband said he was not going to sponsor me, that this my stubbornness have to stop. So I said, okay, in order for us not to start having issue, I started thinking of other alternative. So what I did was to pick up the fashion skill.
Yeah.
So I just dropped out of school then. I spoke to one of my course mates. He's late now. So I told him this is what my husband is saying, that I can no longer continue my studies, that he doesn't want his child to be going in and out of Abuja, the risk on the road, that he doesn't like it. So I said to myself, okay, I was going to stop the school. By the time I'm done giving birth, I will pick up again. So the period of childbirth was the time I was going for this fashion skill. So I was learning it. When I finished, I started from my bedroom, started collecting work from my neighbors. They were all laughing at me then, like, look at this one. She just wants to do everything at all costs. But because I know my purpose, I know what I want to achieve in the long run, I never want to deter. So I continued like that, keep pressing. And in fact, I've always had it in mind that even if my children go to the university, I will still go back to school. And I kept pressing until I came across a friend who told me that there's a school that is on scholarship, that if I could put in, and I asked, okay, is it a weekend program? Because at this point I need to grow my business and as well balance the school. And what if I'm not able to fund, especially now that school fees are high? So I said, okay, I needed to enroll for a weekend program. So I did. I enrolled for part-time and I kept pushing. In fact, my husband was laughing at me like, you are just joking. You think, is this your fashion business that will help you to see yourself through school? Let's see how it goes. But I'm glad, last year, I'm a proud graduate of Global Wealth University, Togo.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Whoa.
Thank you. So,
what would you say is, having a skill, right? And emancipating yourself from whatsoever form of slavery that was placed on you, right? Because at the end of the day, people are trying to bind you to a mindset and a way of life. What would you say having a skill impacted in that journey?
Well, what I would say is having a skill helps you to be more focused, because I realized that I wasn't having so much people to talk to at that point. My skill became my friend. I was always wanting to make this dress and see my clients put them on, and I just want to deliver. Because I was always telling myself, no, because this fashion money is what is helping me to achieve my dream. So I mustn't play with it. So I think my fashion business was like my all. So I didn't really have time to dwell on the pain or the hurt or the difficulties I was going through then. My focus was just, I will give my best to my work. So even when I'm hurting, once I get to my business place, because I have already built that mindset that my business is my friend, is my joy. In fact, most of my posts, if I put it out there, sometimes I'll just tell you, fashion, one stitch at a time is the love. One stitch at a time builds future. So I sometimes I intentionally put all that because most times those are my stories. So they just become my love room. Whenever I'm hurting, I just want to run and climb my machine and pick up a dress and start making. And once I start doing that, I won't forget that I was hurting before. So that is how
you've built a business and you are building women that are empowered. What has been your challenges along the way?
Well, some of my challenges are that the women, most times, they feel hurting from the home. So when they come, they don't really give you that attention. They are always dwelling on, this is not me. I'm just like a shadow of myself. So you getting them to, first of all, begin to love themselves is one of the challenge for them to, because the marriage, most of these ladies find themselves, not only the marriage, even the youths that I've come across, some of them, because when the mother is not happy in the home, it tends to affect the children.
Exactly.
So most times these girls will come to the shop and they're like, my mommy said I am a nobody, I will never amount to something. And I always tell them, these things, your mommy didn't meant them. They came out of the pain she must have been going through. And most times the women will always tell you, my husband is doing this to me. My husband said I cannot amount to anything. And this is not me. I know who I used to be before now. This is what marriage has turned me into. So now it's now on me. The burden is now on me to first of all help them to come out of these states before I can really make the impact that I want to make. So I think those are some of the challenges.
Wow.
They lack support.
The last support, that's true.
From
Support.
home, from family members, from their community, because some of them will tell you, I'm a graduate and this is not the future I wanted for myself. And the fear of the discrimination in their environment or in the community. Sometimes I used to be the best in school then. How can I now tell someone that I'm into fashion designing?
Yeah.
You understand? So all that you need to first of all
wash
get
out that
them,
mindset. Yes.
take that mindset off before you can really make the impact in them. So those are
Amazing.
some of the difficulties I faced. And other times it's finances.
Yeah.
Finances is another major challenge because there are some of them that will come, they will tell you, I'm hungry. There's no food. So I have to see how I can, first of all, take care of that aspect before I can really present to them what I have to offer.
Amazing. There's a young girl out there in her corners thinking about what she could be in this life, right? And how she could come out of what she's going through. What word of advice do you have for her?
Please believe in yourself. Believe you can become who God have created you to be, irrespective of whatever challenges you might be facing right now. Because before now, I used to think like, okay, once I'm married, that ends it. Not until when I find myself in the situation I find myself, and my husband will like most times will tell me, if I don't give you money to eat, there's nobody that will give to you. So you will just be there. And I was in that kind of situation for quite some time, not until I was able to discover myself. So self-discovery is a beautiful thing that can happen to anyone. Discover yourself, build your confidence, tell yourself you can do it. People who are striving today, they are not different from you. The only difference is the mindset. So you becoming a better version of yourself starts from you. I always tell people, nobody can love you like you love yourself.
Yeah.
So you have to always look at the mirror and call yourself by your name and tell yourself, no, this is not you. And then begin to tell yourself what you want to be.
Amazing.
And by so doing, you see yourself transforming. Every morning when you tell yourself those beautiful words, don't wait for anybody to come and tell you how beautiful you are, how loving you are, or how you can achieve what not. But when you wake up every morning and irrespective of whatever you might be going through, you tell yourself beautiful things, you tell yourself and put on the smiling face, and you go out there. Opportunities are everywhere.
Amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much for this one. One last question. What is your goal for 2026?
Well, one of my goals is to reach out to a larger number of women who needs to come out and air their voices. Because a lot of people are looking up to you. If you fail, a lot of people fail. And if you strive, a lot of people strive. I've come to realize that all those while that I have been struggling, I never knew that I could reach out to a larger number of women like I did last year. But I tell you, there's joy in empowering people. You might not have the money, but your worth, even your confidence, even your smile coming out to cheer other women up goes a long way, healing their heart. So this year, I tend to do more of that.
Amazing.
Yes.
I love to see that.
My name is Sarine the Joy Ruth, and Morgan met me.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Welcome.